My name is Tina Widowski, and I'm a professor of animal and poultry science at the University of Guelph, and I'm Egg Farmers of Canada Research Chair in Poultry Welfare. I grew up in Chicago, and like many urban kids, my experience with animals was dogs, cats, zoo animals. And like many urban kids, I also didn't know how food was produced and didn't know anything about animal agriculture. We're going to need to capture how well the birds are using the different amenities in this furnished cage. So most important, of course, is nesting behavior. We'll look at that both as measuring the behavior of the bird as well as being able to count where they lay their eggs. Perching, we want to look at how much the birds are perching both day and night because we know that improves bone strength. And then finally, we want to look at behavior on that scratch mat, both foraging behavior and dust bathing. The scratch mat is supposed to support both of those behavior patterns. Public concern for the welfare of animals, particularly farm animals, has been increasing considerably over the last few decades. Requirements by consumers around the world is changing the way that food animals are cared for and the way that food from animals is marketed and produced. People put more value on behavioral freedom for animals, and this is changing the way that we house and care for them. My research primarily focuses on housing systems for laying hens, trying to optimize the different housing systems so that hens have improved welfare, but that also egg production is sustainable. For comb is good, plumage, 0 for head, 0 for back. Rob? The funding from Egg Farmers of Canada Research Chair has provided the seed to establish a world-class research program in poultry welfare and specifically the laying hen. We've been able to hire another scientist, Dr. Harlander, and we've been able to attract a large team of graduate students and other researchers.
How is it working with the harnesses?
It's really great. They really adapt to these harnesses.
My name is Alexandra Hallander. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Guelph at the Animal and Poultry Science Department. Complex housing systems offer opportunities for the birds or create opportunities for the birds to perform behavior, to locomote. And I was very interested, what does that mean for the laying hens? We are also interested in which inclines they can master on ramps, for example, without falling backwards or moving sideways. And we would like to have also an idea, what does it mean when a bird has a broken keel? Or when this bird is in a crowded situation, what does it mean for their balancing skills in a complex housing system?
Animal welfare scientists use a whole suite of objective measures for assessing the welfare of animals. So for the laying hen, we're looking at her physical condition, so it might be her plumage, her foot health, her keel score. We're looking at her behavior. We have systematic ways to measure behavior and to assess the emotional states of the animal, whether she's fearful or in pain or frustrated. And now we're even looking at states of pleasure in hens. So it's a whole broad interdisciplinary way to assess the welfare using objective measures and not a human perspective.
Hi Tina, do you have time to discuss Stephanie's research results?
Sure. The Canadian Code of Practice for Farm Animals is established to be evidence-based, transparent, and multi-stakeholder. The evidence-based aspect of it allows the scientists in the country who are doing research to directly inform the decisions made by the other stakeholders. So it is an amazing opportunity, actually, where my research is directly informing policy, which is unusual probably compared to other areas of science. Not only with this research chair, but with all the other activities, I think Egg Farmers of Canada are really showing a commitment to meeting the challenges that the concerns for animal welfare are raising, and also that investing in this is going to help the industry enter a whole new era of egg production in Canada and around the world.